Hey y'all, my bad. I was trying to do something real quick. How y'all doing tonight? Come on in, come hither. Um, so we're gonna kind of piggyback off of the conversation we had. Was that Monday night? I think it was. We're gonna go ahead and piggyback off of those thoughts, and tonight we're going to talk about Black women are too picky, Black men are too picky, Black people are too picky. Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about on this live. We're going to talk about Black people. What do you want for real? What do y'all want? Alexa, play DMX. What you really want from it? Alexa, play the song because at this point, I just don't know what we want, and let's talk about that. Um, Now I discussed this on this week's podcast, which should be available now, but it gave me a huge issue this week, and it's been acting up. So the new episode should be there. I'm not sure. If not, it will definitely be available by the morning. So I did do a podcast this week. I did do a podcast this week about it, but um, we're going to talk about it in this live as well because I want to have you guys commentary for the discussion. So what I see right now of what is going on is there is a major divide. I feel like we have gotten comfortable in this place of each sex figuring out how to get over on the other, each sex having unrealistic expectations for the other. We've gotten comfortable in this place of just complaining. Okay, we set up entire spaces so that Black women can plot against and complain about men. Okay, there are spaces where women totally disregard men, what they think, what they want, what they require, and sit and plot and scheme how to get over, how to con the other sex, totally only consumed with what they want and what matters to them. Unrealistic expectations, lying to each other, gassing each other up, hyping each other up, resulting in nothing productive. But maybe a few purses bought and maybe a few finesse games that won. Okay, but nothing of substance is happening from this. Then you have the opposite side with the manosphere, with men just literally complaining about women all day, plotting on women all day, putting women down all day, shaming women all day. And so this is what we have. Now we have the men only concerned about what they want, what they think, concerned about them getting what they want from women while doing the least as possible in return. Then here go the women sitting here trying to figure out how to finesse and con the men. And where has this got us at all? Okay. So in our last discussion, we talked about how us coupling up and us pairing up is extremely important. It's probably the most important thing that any Black person could be doing right now. Okay. So the question has to be asked after all the complaining, after all the plotting, after all the lying, after all the finesse, after all the complaining, after all the breaking each other down, after all that is finished, what's next? I'm serious. Do we even know what comes after that? So let's say we do find a solution. Let's say we do find a compromise. When do we move past that? Okay. And so that's what I want to talk about today is Black men and women. What do you want? Seriously, without blaming the other sex, without complaining or putting down the other sex. What do you want? Okay. What do you want? Fellas, put in the chat. What do you want from Black women? Because this is what I have gathered from what men want in a woman. Okay. Now, the last live, we talked about the unrealistic expectations of women. Okay. On this live, we are going to talk about the unrealistic expectations for both. Because the fact of the matter is, both sexes, when you really break down what it is that they say that they want, it sounds ridiculous both ways. That's one thing I have come to notice. Is when I hear what the men want, I sit there and I think, I be thinking like, good luck on finding that woman. And then sometimes I hear what the women are wanting, and I'm like, good luck on finding that man. So, some of the things that the man said was loyalty, companionship, support, encouragement, cooperation, um, respect, peace, peace, peace. No, no, no. I want you guys to be specific. Don't just say peace, loyalty. I want you to explain the woman to me. Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know about some of my background, I've been a barber for 8 years. Okay, so for almost a decade, I have worked amongst men. Sometimes I do feel like that's why I view men differently than I think other women do, because Black men are very human to me. Because when you work in a barbershop environment, you experience things and you see things that men do that you won't see anywhere else. And so I've been afforded the opportunity to, for years, hear men's most vulnerable, deepest thoughts, hear how they talk amongst themselves, hear how they talk when they're comfortable. Ladies, the way men talk when they're comfortable and in their own environment is so different than how they talk when we're around. Okay. So me, the observant, analytical Virgo, throughout my career, I've sat back and I've listened and I've paid attention. That's why some women look at me and they're like, oh, you're always caping for Black men. You're this. And I'm like, I don't want you to think I'm always caping for Black men. I want to make it very clear. I'm a heterosexual Black woman. Okay. And I like men and I like Black men. And the more time I spend with Black men, the more I like them. The more time I spend with Black men, the more I understand them. The more you understand your men, the less the things they do will hurt you, offend you, or make you feel away. When you truly get to that point where you understand men, trust me, you let go of the disdain and the bitterness, and you begin to learn that Black men are human, just like us. They have insecurities just like us. They have issues just like us. Okay, they have their ups and downs just like we do. They're actually very simple creatures. They're actually very simple. They're actually very easy to understand. You have to just tap into your feminine energy and focus more on flowing with them. Okay. Once you learn about them and flow with them, a lot of things come better and come easier for you. Okay. So I want to explain that because I think some women just can't understand, like, maybe my train of thought on this whole thing. And it's like, if you as a woman constantly feel the need to kind of like defend yourself against and team up with other women against Black men, then I encourage you to spend more time with them. Seriously. I encourage you, spend time with Black men and listen to them. Okay. Um, there is the good and the bad in all people of all races. Okay. I want to make that clear as well. Because this whole new narrative of expanding, women now, they're saying, oh, expand your options. But if you have sick, twisted, and toxic ways, you're going to have those sick, twisted, and toxic ways no matter the race of the man you're with. You're the common denominator. Okay, so the whole, if Black men don't want you, which means, so out of the entire race of Black men, not a single one wants you. That somehow changing the race of men, one of them will. Okay, and the thing, ladies, is I'm gonna tell you the truth. Men are not that different through each race. White men and black men are actually very much the same. The only thing different is the one huge difference, I guess the only difference we really need, which is the system of oppression, white supremacy, and racism that white men don't face and they're not up against. But the truth is, ladies, whether the man is white, black, Indian, whatever he is, they're really all the same. They're just afforded different opportunities and have different levels of privilege, but they're very similar, guys. I hate to tell you this, but switching the race ain't gonna fix it. If you the problem, baby, you the problem. Okay. Um, so black men, this is what I have gathered that you want according to my research throughout the years. I'm going to describe the woman that men are looking for. And sometimes, okay, a lot of times, okay, men are not the receivers. Men are the givers, the providers, the producers. Okay. So a lot of times men don't know what they want. Okay, men joke about women like, oh, women don't know what they want. But I'm gonna tell you the reality is it's men that don't know what they want because they're not even necessarily accustomed to being the ones to receive. So a lot of times if you ask a man what he wants, he doesn't really know. He doesn't really know. So black men, we need to just, let's say out loud what it is you want. And again, is this what the majority of black men want or men want in general? Yes. Is it what every black man wants? No. I'm just speaking on what it is majority of the time, okay? So please, y'all, don't start with the whole, what is a generalization and you don't know. I'm speaking on what majority of men want, okay? So if I'm understanding correctly, this is what you want. A woman who is attractive, a woman who uh, makes her own income, has her own income and has the ability to, pay her own bills and take care of herself and provide for herself. You want her to have something going for herself, some kind of income coming in, some kind of money flow. Okay. Okay. So attractive, some money. You don't want her to put it all on you, like, okay, you need to pay all the bills and you need to be in charge of, providing everything for this family. No, you want her to openly and willingly agree to help you pay for things around the house within your lifestyle. You want her to help pay some bills sometimes. Some men want a woman to help pay the smaller bills. Some men will say, well, I'll pay the rent. I want her to pay the light. So either way, they want her to be willing to help them pay something for their home and lifestyle. So attractive, her own income, willing to help out and give money financially for the household. Then he wants her to not ever seek or get attention from any other men. Okay. They do not want her desiring, seeking, or looking for attention, validation from any other man ever. They don't want her too flashy and drawing too much attention because then it kind of makes them feel threatened. They don't want a woman that's too able to be seen, and that's too much because they don't want the competition of other men trying to get her. So they want her to be very low key. They want her to not seek anything from any other guy. They want her to be 100% loyal, faithful. Don't even look at another guy, period. Okay. They're very big on wanting her to be faithful, loyal. Okay. Then he wants her to have sex when he wants to have sex, which most men want to have sex almost every day. Okay. So I would say the average guy, and this is why a lot of men cheat because the woman doesn't want to have sex as many times per week as he does. So this is why sometimes men will just have random women they'll just go kind of jump up and down on top of because they have a higher sex drive than us and they just want to let one off. So most men want to have sex every day. Now, you may not have the time to have sex every day, but they want to. Okay. If not every day, I would say realistically, most men want to have sex with their woman 4 times a week, I would say. Okay. So, so they want her to have sex whenever he wants to have sex. A lot of men don't feel like a lot of men feel like, well, if I marry a woman, then whenever I want it, she needs to do it. Okay. So they want her to have sex all the time. Then they want her to have only slept with max 3 other men other than him. Okay. At the very max, okay, he doesn't want to know anyone she's ever been with. He needs to be the only man she's ever been with while still being a freak in that bedroom though. Okay, she still needs to know how to turbo two-hand twist, but you need to be the first man she's ever done it to. Okay. Um, so she can't have been with any other man except you. The max other man she could have been with is 3. Otherwise, she's a hoe and a whore. Okay. You don't want any of your friends, family members, or associates to know of her, or anything like that. You want this woman, a mystery woman that nobody knows or has met. Okay. She needs to have no children. Okay. Don't even think about having kids. Because I don't know what you think I am about to be over here, having no kids that are in my household. So she need to have no kids, maximum 3 dicks. No kids, maximum 3 dicks. Okay. She needs to have a nice body. She needs to have booty, breasts. Don't bring no flat chested, flat booty chicks over here. They gotta have some breasts. They gotta have some butt. So I gotta start the list again. So attractive body, breast, butt, no women shaped like little boys. Okay. Attractive body, makes her own money, is willing to pay for bills and lifestyle expenses, 3 dicks maximum, but still can two-hand twist, throttle, hurricane, tsunami on a D. Uh, is super attractive, yet not too attractive to where she's seeking attention or getting attention from any other man. Okay. No children. Don't even think about her having no kids. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's the list. Then she got to be smart because you don't want to be embarrassed by no dumb chick too. So then she got to also be smart, but not smarter than you. Cause I don't know who this uppity bitch thinks she is, trying to be outshine you. So she need to be smart, but not smart of you. Oh, I forgot. Oh my God, thank you. Then on top of that, she better can cook. How could I forget that, y'all? Thank y'all for reminding me of that one. How could I have forgot that one? Then she needs to know how to cook too. I'm talking about Paula Dean. I'm talking about Sonny's down home because you can't have this bitch out here having to sit and, waste your money eating out, getting takeout. She need to get her lazy butt up and cook. Okay. So what men want is a woman that is young, attractive, no children, makes her own money, but not more money than you, is willing to help pay bills, be a teammate, help build, all that. Don't seek attention or get attention from any other man, 100% loyal. You also want a girl that, when you get caught cheating, y'all can blame the devil and pray together. You don't want the girl that's going to step, because that's what y'all complain about when it comes to getting married. Y'all say you don't want to get married because then if you mess up, that's what y'all say if y'all mess up. But we all know mess up means have sex with another woman. So then you also want it so that if you mess up, she's not going to divorce you and take half of everything. So you want the woman where when you get caught cheating, y'all can pray and blame the devil and pray about it. So she also got to be willing to let you do your thing. Don't even think about breaking up our whole family because I did one little thing like sleep with someone else. Someone said clean. Oh my God, gets worse and worse. Oh my God, this gets worse and worse. I forgot about that part too. Then, her house dirty? Oh, then she's less than a woman. Oh, that house gotta stay spotless clean. Let's start the list one more time. This is the last time. I think we finally got it, guys. Men want a woman who is in shape, attractive, but not too attractive where she seek attention or get attention from other men. Loyal, turns a blind eye, turn into Stevie Wonder about his cheating. When it comes to his cheating, she need to be Ray Charles. Georgia, Georgia. Okay? Blind and cheating. House, gotta keep a clean house. She need to know how to cook per. No ifs, ands, or buts. She gotta know how to cook. She can only have maximum 3 dicks. Uh, she can't know anyone you know. She need to be completely brand new, foreign, imported. What's the rest of the list, y'all? I'm stressed out at this point. Okay. So, fellas, think about this. Think about this. Seriously. We talked about how women have unrealistic expectations, which I 100% agree. But can we go ahead and start breaking it down that, fellas, y'all got unrealistic expectations too, which is why more than half of you are not married. Okay. Black people in general are too picky. That's what we're getting to now. It is not black women are too picky. It is not black men are too picky. It is black people are too picky. And this is why we have the lowest marriage rates because we're unrealistic. Okay. When people of other races date, the way it goes is they're picking who can be on the same program and who they can get this thing done with. They make an agreement that they're going to stick together no matter what, have some kids, raise them. Why you ever see with white couples when their kids go to college and turn 18, then they divorce? They find someone that they can enter into an agreement with to bring some kids forth, carry on their legacy, and work together to raise these children. Okay, when a white man is courting a white woman, he's not like, so how many dicks have you had, and have you slept with any of my friends, and how many? They're not asking that. This is real life. Okay, a lot of people ain't shit, and you ain't shit either. That's the real truth. Black people are so picky, and we are so hard on each other. When the reality is that we all ain't shit. I'm gonna keep it real with you. We all done did some ain't shit things in our lives. We all done did some things we're not proud of. And ain't none of us perfect. And we sit here and we tell the opposite sex everything they need to have and everything they need to do. Whole time, you ain't shit either. And that's the good and the bad part about it. Okay. Black people, we would have a lot more coupling, pairing up, and a lot more marriages if we coupled up and paired up for the things that matter. Can you get this done together? Can you raise some healthy children together? That needs to be the concern. Okay. Fellas, please, I'm serious. Let's be realistic. Okay. When it comes to pairing up these days, okay, the truth is she going to be perfect? No. Because how many women do you know that are single, attractive, with tight bodies, with only 3 dicks, with no kids, that can cook, clean, suck dick, have sex with you whenever you want, porno style, allows you to cheat and pray when you cheat? Come on, that woman don't exist. The same way that the women are searching for the man that's 6'5" with a 9-inch dick that has eyes for only them and talks about their feelings and is home by 6 p.m. every day doesn't exist. The woman that you want don't exist. And for a lot of y'all sitting waiting on that perfect woman, that's why half of y'all are half dead and half of you are single. Black men that are half dead, aka the age 35. 35 is middle age. Middle age equal half dead. A lot of men are 35, half dead, still talking about they're going to settle down one day. Y'all kill me with that. Y'all be old as hell. Okay, I have a client that is 50 years old with no children and has never been married. I asked him 2 weeks ago. I said, let me not say his name. I said, baby, what you got going on? I said, you got any kids? No. I said, you ever been married? No. And he's an older guy, but he's an attractive guy. And well, baby, what you don't want to have? I said, can you have kids? But you don't want to have no kids? He was like, yeah, I want to get married and have kids someday. Someday? You're 50. You're like 80% dead. What do you mean someday? And the next thing they say, well, I just haven't found the right one yet. You know what that means? That they haven't found a woman that's 25 with 3 dicks that can cook, clean, suck dick, have sex like a porn star, does not seek attention or get attention. That's why they're still single. And then he's not gay. He's not gay. He's not gay at all. I'm Y'all stop. Listen to what I'm saying. Please listen to what I'm saying. This is a real thing. Do y'all understand that more than half of black men are single? More than half of black men are not married. This is why they're waiting for the perfect woman that does not exist. And then you know what happens? Y'all keep waiting. Then you get in your 50s. Now you wait until your hairline is receding. You got to get fibers to fill in your hairline. Your penis gets half hard. Now you got to pop pills to have sex. Now all of a sudden, with a receding hairline and a half hard penis, now is when you suddenly want to find a woman to love you for you. It doesn't work that way. Once you as a man get into your 50s and so on, trying to find a mate, honey, especially if you want the woman that's young with 3 dicks, no kids. I'm not going through the whole list, but y'all know what I'm saying. That means you got to just come off rip, cutting the check. Cut the check off rip. There is no finding a attractive young woman to love you for you. No, 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 no. Once you wait till that hairline thin, that gut start happening, it's not like this no more. It's more so like this. It ain't like this no more. I mean, it still get up, but it ain't like this. Like when you was 25, it's like this kind of. That's when you want to sit and find a woman to love you for you. No, by that time you got to cut the check, fellas. If you want to find a woman to love you for you, you got to lock her in young. Y'all can't wait till y'all 50, then talk about you want to find someone that love you for who you are. No, at that point you got to cut the check off rip. Okay. So fellas, do not spend your youth waiting for the perfect woman. I'm going to be honest with you. We have been through a lot as Black people. A lot of us did not have proper guidance. A lot of us did not come from complete homes. A lot of us come from imbalance. Okay. Be aware of that and get your foot off your people's necks. Okay. Be more understanding with your people. Understand what we have been through and cut your people some slack. Be more focused on the solution than the problem. Okay. Do not sit and just complain about, oh, these women are doing this and these men are doing this. Always go into it wanting to find a way out. Otherwise, y'all spend y'all 20s, 30s, 40s waiting on this perfect woman and then you never find her. Then you're stuck at 50 cutting the check for the woman you want. Now you've missed the opportunity to, have a woman remotely want to be with you because she just feeling you. And a lot of men end up missing that opportunity because they wait too late. Okay. The truth is, when we are getting paired up, the way it may look is that man, okay, he may not make 6 figures. He might not be 6'3". He might be 5'10". Okay. Fellas, the way it look as a Black man that want a Black woman, okay, She might have a kid. Okay. She might not have a big booty. She might have had more than three dicks. But if you're going to, it is just as wrong for men to throw black women away because they're not the perfect archetype. It is just as wrong for black men to throw black women away that aren't perfect as it is for black women to throw black men away that aren't perfect. And black men are now getting taught the same thing that black women have been getting taught, which black women have been getting taught that if he is not that perfect man, that it is better for you to be single and uncoupled before you be with a man that is not the perfect man. And that is dangerous advice. Now, the same kind of advice is going on for the men, where you are being told that if she is not young, with no kids, with boobs, a butt, a tight body, three dicks max, cooks, cleans, has sex like a porn star, sucks dick, makes money, but none more than you, helps pay bills. Now you're taught that if the woman is not that, that it's not worth committing to. Okay. And this mindset is really hurting us, people. And it's putting us in a really bad position. It is not just black women that are sitting waiting on a man that does not exist. Okay. What they say, men will spend their whole lives having sex with different women, breaking different women, getting different women pregnant and all. And then when they're ready to settle down, they want to find a woman that's not broken. And that's not realistic. And it's not fair. It's time for us all to grow up. Okay, grow up. Okay, I get with a man. I'm worried about, okay, can you lead? Are we going to be safe with you? Are we on the same page to start a legacy? I don't care about, oh my God, what other girl you been with, and oh, how you dress, and do you know my cousin Peach's baby daddies? I, come on, stop. It's time to grow up. We childish. Okay, black people are childish. Worried about the wrong things that don't even matter. Okay? Fellas, this perfect woman that you looking for, I hate to tell you this, she don't exist. Y'all, y'all heard me run down a list of the perfect women. Fellas, seriously, tell me in the chat, how many women do you know that fit that description that are single? Because I know some women who may not have the biggest butt, but they're good sisters that want to be committed. Okay, you have good sisters out here who may have made some bad decisions. Everything is a cause and effect with each other. Men go around, they don't raise their kids because of how they feel about the mom. It's a lot of men right now that have daughters that you don't raise because you feel a way about her mom. So then we have, it all goes hand in hand. So then we have men that do not raise their daughters for whatever reason. I'm trying to get some light here. I feel like y'all can't see me. It's so hard to get the right. I'm trying to get some light. I feel like y'all can't see a sister. Um, it's just ridiculous at this point, y'all. Okay, she may have had more than three dicks. She might have a kid. Okay, there is women that have made mistakes. Okay, and do you want to make a mistake and have somebody hold it against you the rest of your life? No. Women don't want that either. Okay, you got men go out here and make children. They do not be in the household with the children. Don't raise the children. You and the mother having issues and the kids suffer. So now you have a lot of black women who never had a father. So there are black women who may make mistakes. And you don't want to throw away good women because of mistakes they made a long time ago or for their past. As a woman, you don't want to do the same thing to a man. Okay? You don't want to look at mistakes that he's made in the past. I saw a sister say that she would never date a man that had a criminal record. And I'm like, well, first of all, black men are constantly getting framed for crimes and giving unfair sentences for crimes. So that's kind of crazy as a black woman to say, oh my God, I wouldn't date a black man that has a criminal record when you know how the justice system kind of works with them. And then I'm like, well, what if he committed a crime a long time ago? What if it's expunged now? What if he learned his lesson? He's still not worthy of being with? Nobody want their mistakes to be held against them. We all fuck up. Sorry, I don't know a nicer way to say it. We all mess up. And so then we sit here as messed up individuals, and then we sit and point fingers at the opposite sex and scheme on them, lie to them, and plot on them on how we can somehow get over on them because somehow we have decided that we are better or doing better than they are. And this is why only 35% of us are married, 35, 40%. This is why 60% of us are single. You know, this year has been crazy for me relationship wise, but what I have learned is, when you're looking to get paired up, just don't waste time. Find somebody that y'all can make it happen and make it work together and do that. It's very simple. It does not even have to be that complicated. Okay. We want to sit and date for 3 years, be engaged for 2 years. It's not even that serious. We need to start doing how other races do and couple up. It's about pairing and coupling up. It's not about the perfect fairy tale each time. It's about we have things to do, we have things to accomplish. How do we accomplish this? With strong family structures. What do we need for a strong family structure? To get married. Find someone that understands that with you. Lock it in, make it happen, grow up. This is an agreement. Okay. A lot of us out here are half dead. I'm almost half dead. I got a few more years before I'm half dead, but we ain't got no more time to play, y'all. Okay. 30 is not young. I hate when people tell me when I talk about how, I have to make space to be open to date, to heal from a failed engagement, to move forward. And then people like, oh, don't worry, you got plenty of time. Plenty of time? No, we don't. I'm 31. It is not plenty of time. I don't know why y'all tell people that. We take everything as a joke. It ain't no joke. Okay, it needs to be something that we take very seriously. It needs to be something that's like a job. Fellas, if you're looking for a wife, it should be a job looking for one. You should be out every chance you can get to be out and about, to be approaching women to find you a wife. Sisters, if you're looking for a husband, you should be out and about every opportunity you have to put yourself in position to find somebody. Okay? So let's take it more seriously. Let's be realistic. Fellas, you're gonna miss out on a lot of good women. Um, if you're only dating women that are this perfect, realistic, unrealistic woman that doesn't exist. You're gonna miss out. There's men right now, y'all love to call them quote unquote simps when they get with women who are anything besides the perfect ideal woman that you have in your mind. But a lot of times those quote unquote simps, they're happy and they're coupled and they have a woman, and you're by yourself with lotion in a sock, or having sex with random chicks that don't know your name and giving you STD scares. Or you're having to still text 5 women good morning beautiful, hoping that one of them gives you some ass that night. Okay. Or you're taking different women out to eat every week to hopefully get some vagina at the end of it all. Wasting money. Okay, because that's the alternative. Because ladies, understand, when men say they're single, single don't mean that they just by themselves. Okay. These men talk about they single, they still taking women out to eat. Y'all call a man a simp for happily being with a woman that may not be the perfect woman in your eyes, but they're happy. You say he a simp. Meanwhile, you out to eat with a woman who was just out to eat with someone else the day before, probably just slept with another man 2 days prior. And these men still end up spending money on these women, having to take them places. Okay. They end up pandering to different women, trying to get laid. They end up, those are the men, they buy a woman a drink in the club. Now they following her around, trying to get a return on their drink investment. It's a sad world for single men. It's not pretty. A man need to have an anchor, solid woman, on his team that he know that, yeah, that's me. That's all me right there. Okay. Uh, for a man being single, not saying a man cannot be single and cannot be successful, but a man is way more successful when he's married. Okay. Way more successful, way more stable, peace of mind. You have someone to, kind of look after you, keep you on point, because y'all will not go to the doctor. Y'all will not take care of your health. Y'all will just be out here acting a fool. Okay. It's not a pretty world for a single man. And it's not proper. Okay. Pandering to different women. A single man will have 5 women to do the job of one, spreading their resources and money out. This we got to text "Good morning, beautiful" to this one. 1 minute you out for sushi with her one night, then you out for pizza the next night with the other. You wasting time. Then what you get out of that? Temporary fixes, because you want to sit and you want to have sex with this new shiny vagina, and each vagina you see, each new one, you're just jumping to the next like Frogger. Some of y'all dudes are out here like Frogger. That's what it is. I'm a genius. I figured out what y'all remind me of. Y'all remind me of Frogger. That's what a single man remind me of. Now, y'all, I'm old, so I don't know if y'all heard of the game Frogger. Have y'all heard of the game Frogger? Has anybody heard of that game? If you have not heard of Frogger, Frogger is a frog. It's a game with a frog, and there's either a street or like a river. And like if it's a street, there's different cars and stuff that, cross the road, and you have to kind of jump and avoid each obstacle to cross the road. That's what being a single man is. Okay, you out here just trying to get to that ass on the other side, just hopping around, doing what you got to do, and hoping that in the meantime, you don't get hit by a bus. And those buses are child support, crazy chicks, stalkers, and STDs. That's what y'all doing. Y'all out here just making up as you go, hopping across the road, hoping to make it. And it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Okay. And most of the time, Frogger do get hit by a car.
Oh shit.
How you
Oh shoot.
doing?
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh, I don't believe you got me on live, but guess what? You know you messed up, right?
How you
You,
doing?
you, you, you man bashing? Nah, but you gotta understand. I mean, I do that. It's like Steve Harvey now if I do this, right? If I do this, I'm
You
trying
said
like
I'm
Steve.
man bashing. What about
No, no, no,
what
no,
I
no.
said
I
was
ain't gonna
male
say it
bashing?
that way. I messed up. I messed up using the wrong word. But we already know that guys gonna be guys, right? Until you find that right one, but then not everybody is the same way. Then not everybody gonna be, was it Frogger? Not every man gonna be Frogger.
Okay.
Not every man. I mean, yeah, you might have met a couple of bad guys in the past, whatever. I mean, most
That's
most
not what
women
I
gonna
was
go through that. You're
saying.
gonna meet the wrong.
I
Well,
wasn't saying
may I
like, oh my God,
may I,
I wasn't saying
may
like
I didn't
I
catch you
met
from
the
the
raw. I
beginning.
wasn't
May I
saying
didn't
that.
catch you. May I didn't catch you from the beginning. Then I just jumped in. I
Yeah,
missed
I
it.
wasn't saying like, oh my God, I have ran into, someone that broke my heart or something. I was just saying like the life of a single man. And when
Oh,
a man is single out here, trying to make his way to the other side, that's what it's like. It's like Frogger. At any second, you can be hit by a bus, like you out in the
okay.
street.
Okay, well, I
That's
messed
what
up
I
then.
was saying. I haven't been hurt.
All
I'm
right, all right.
okay.
Well, I messed up then. I just caught at the bad part
You
then. I just caught it.
you was just ready to turn up.
Huh?
You was ready to turn up.
Well, yeah, I was. Now I'm turning down now.
Yeah, turn down. Turn down. Okay,
I'm,
that's
I'm,
what's up.
turning- I'm turning, look. I'm turning
Turn
all the way down.
down.
All the
Yeah,
way
turn
down.
down. I don't want to smoke.
I'm
I
going
don't
to,
want
I'm
to
going to,
smoke.
I'm going from 10 to 1.
Yeah, you was ready to turn up on me. You was
I'm,
ready to crank it up on me, but
I'm,
it's
I'm
okay.
sorry. I should have caught you from the beginning there.
It's all right.
I should
Well,
call you,
you have a
but
good
yeah,
evening, brother.
you right, because guess what? This is what I did. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I've been single for 15 years, right?
You said you've been single for 15 years?
15 years. I mean, I've been seeing people, but for 15 years, I've been on, doing my own thing, right? So, hey, I understand what you're
Has
saying.
that worked out well for you?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it ain't the greatest. I'm cool with it after so long. And so long, you cool with it. You adapt to it.
Well, why? How come you stayed single so long? What happened?
Because I chose it, because it was a bad relationship 15 years ago.
So do you say bad relationship? So do you think that you are in better shape have been single this long than you would have been with a woman to look after you and
Oh,
take
no,
care of
I
you?
mean, no. If you got somebody, a partner that's gonna be, and both y'all committed to doing the same thing, and anytime you got two people together working towards the same goal, yeah, you're gonna be great, you know. But if you got one partner trying to do this and the other partners, like whether female or male, want to cheat, do all the different things, not on the same page, then no, you're not. It's not gonna work, you know. But if you got two people on the
Oh,
same
she
page,
cheated on you?
you try, probably a million times, probably.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
But see, I work too much. You know, if I'm doing work in the daytime. This is my other situation, right? Because I do a lot of construction. I work construction. I'm in the union, and most times, even a lot of people call me. I got a clientele that people call me, pass me on, do other work, maybe just small stuff, or sometimes it might be big stuff, unfinished basements, or whatever, right? So now when you deal with women, they be like, "Oh, you must be cheating. You just said you don't have enough time to spend." But look, I'm used to
Well,
doing.
see that I talk about this all the time. I talk about this all the time. I had actually spoke about this maybe like 2 weeks ago. I said women have to learn how, if you're with a man and he providing, he doing his thing and he's happy, that's how it's supposed to be. A lot of women want a man that they want to be first in a man's life. But you actually, as a woman, want to be second in a man's life. You want his money to be first in his life. And there are so many women who may be in a good relationship and have a good man. They may have a man that provide and take care of everything, but they give themselves a job by turning into the FBI, always trying to see if this man is cheating. But that's a woman in her masculine energy. So what you got to do is you have to just seek out a family focused feminine woman that got business about herself. That way she ain't got time to be an FBI,
But guess
just
what?
stalking
How
you
many
all
how
the
many
time.
bad apples you have to go through there to do that?
I mean, that's a reality.
The same way with y'all. Y'all gotta go through a bunch of bad apples to find that
And
right.
that's the whole point of this live is that's why we cannot sit and be so hard on one another. It's
Yeah, you're
rough
right.
out here. It's
You're
rough
right.
out
You're
here.
right.
And yeah, sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. But we all have to still stay vigilant and it's still important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
you're right. You
yeah.
can't give up.
But yeah,
Yeah, you can't.
I'm gonna get you off the live, my brother, but thank you for coming
Ain't
in.
no problem. You take care, and I enjoy
All
watching
right.
your. You take care.
Okay, have a good one. Um, yeah. I feel like, they'll be in a much better position in a relationship than they are single. Okay. I feel like, men don't fare as well single as they do in a relationship. How you doing, brother?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. What do you have on
Good,
this
good.
subject?
So, me personally, I am a 20-year-old black male, obviously. Obviously not the age, But going through life, I definitely feel like it's different as a black male when you are raised by a strong black woman and you are raised in a set and filter where you got your mother and your father. And then on top of that, when you can look up to your father as like more of like, not look up to maybe LeBron or whoever, but look up to your father as your superhero. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to follow no other man but your father in that way. And then your mother, she's sitting here putting you on game, raising you to be, who she expects you to be, which
So
is
who were you
greatness in
raised
every.
by?
I was raised by my mom. Her name's Saba. You know what I'm saying?
Just your mom?
No, my mom and my father. And
Okay. So you were
they
raised by
was
your
both,
mom and your dad.
yes.
Okay.
And so, and then recently, you know what I'm saying? I saw the ugly, you know what I mean? I saw the domestic violence. I saw the issues. But then at the same time, I saw the love. And I saw that it was like, damn, like they going through shit. And it's like, at the same time, they keeping it 100 with their kids. So, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? They letting us know they, they feeling us in. But at the same time, we're not sitting here getting raised. They letting us know up front, we're not raised with the expectations as my white counterpart. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I have
So
different
I mean,
expectations.
seeing your mom and your dad together through
Mhm.
the good and the bad, like, do you feel like that's made you want to get married or made you not want to get married?
So this is the thing. Due to that, you know what I'm saying, my through the through, you know, life went on, and they was in the midst of a divorce. In the middle part, my mom, she was staying with her mother, all that. But it's like at the same time, my dad was still pulling up, and they having late night car combos. A lot of love going on. Like, it's like that, can't stay away, you know. And then later on, my mom commits suicide. And
Oh
then
my God.
after that, my father, he passes away from just straight illness.
Oh my
And on
God.
top of that, it's like sitting there looking at that, I see the effects, you know, where love can't get deep. But at the same time, it's like, but it didn't seem like that was everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when you are raised into a stable kingdom in a way, like you kind of, you're getting the blueprint, you understand it a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like at the same time, I don't like being looked at differently. Explain, because I kind of just started embracing myself, embracing like kind of things that I go through, because I
How old
didn't
were
usually
you
talk.
when your dad died?
That was when I was no, that was going into, I think that was 8th. Yeah, so 12, no, 14, 15. 14,
So
15.
who raised you after that?
I would say with my grandmother. But before that, it was like, you know, you go through the social service things, and then even through that period, it was messy. Because it's like, really, I was a ward of the state at the time, you know?
Mm.
And so it was like,
So do you have a mentor or life coach?
really, like, I kind of just, I meet people, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a soul, as an entity,
So you
I
20
flow
years
with people.
old, so you're done with
Mhm.
high school. Are you in college?
I did 1 year at North Carolina Central, and then I stopped after that. And I
So
kind of
what
was
you
like,
want to do? Like what's your ideal career or business
so
path?
so this is the thing. I started a podcast a little bit ago called Uncultured Podcast. And I really am just being honest that I'm figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning myself as a man because,
Yeah,
as I
my
said,
brother,
not having them
listen.
in.
Listen, my brother, because we don't have
Hmm.
much time left, but I
For
want to
sure,
say
for
this,
sure.
my brother. You
Hmm.
are such a fine brother. You see all the ladies putting hearts in the
Appreciate
chat?
you. No, I
You
haven't even
so
been paying
beautiful.
attention. I
Listen
just
to
been
what I'm
talking.
saying, my brother. Listen, my brother. You so fine. You are a
Appreciate it.
specimen of black man. I could see it in you that you a good guy. But I know in your mind, your upbringing was like your mom and your dad love each other, but you had a fucked up upbringing. And you lost your parents very young. So we don't want you to go to waste. We want you to make sure, because I lost my mother very young too. And my main regret, I lost her a little bit younger than what you are now. And my biggest regret was not seeking some kind of life coach or mentor. You cannot navigate this on your own. Your parents died when you were very young. You're going to need a mentor because we need good brothers like you. So you need to get with a good brother that can really be a mentor to you to develop your business, help you get money, figure out what you want to do. Because you a fine brother and we cannot have you go to waste, my brother.
Yes, Queen. I appreciate that.
And you
I
only
appreciate that.
20.
Yeah.
You only 20. And the quicker that you tune into these conversations and we're able to do this work, the better for you, my brother. You done been through some things. Okay, so now it's time to move forward. I hope that you still have a positive outlook towards, black women and black relationships. Don't
I'm
ever
currently with
stop.
one. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
good. So you
I
have a
can't say
girl
I need them. Yes, I need them around. That I was about to say that. I don't know
and your
what
girl
dudes.
black.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Look
I
how
could
I had to
only.
do that.
I know. I feel you. I only could because it's like, I don't know. It's something with the heart. Like, for me personally, like, even with I know how you was explaining that, but I'm the type where it's like I've been looked at differently from my own, you know what I'm saying, people as men. Like, there's grown ass men that I talk to that I feel like I can't, when you speak of mentor, like their belief system, some stuff I can't agree with. And then it's just
So
like,
what are you religious?
I'm spiritual.
I'm gonna hook you up with a brother. What's your Instagram name? Because I don't see it on here.
It's Germ Zion, JermZion. That's
Hold
my
on.
yeah, that's my
Can you do me a
personal.
favor? When we
Mm-hmm.
get off this live, can you just send me a DM and just be like, hey, this is a brother you were on live with? Because I'm going to connect
Mm-hmm.
you with a brother.
Okay.
Okay? Because I think this is a big thing that Black men don't understand is you have to build a network. You got to have life coaches. You got to have mentors because we need y'all to produce and provide. Okay, my brother? So send me that message. I would definitely seek therapy too if I were you, because the things you've been through are very, very, very deep and traumatic. I would definitely think you need to get on some therapy. I'm glad to see you with a sister. Do right by her, stick with her, and y'all build together and get where y'all need to be, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Send me that message, all right, brother? And you
All
have a
right,
good
sounds
evening.
well.
Thank you for
All right,
coming
you
in.
as
I
well.
appreciate that.
No problem. Keep doing. Keep me inspired for sure. Shouts
Thank you,
out to
my
you.
brother.
All right, for sure.
Wow. Wow. Yo, I have chills. I have chills. Okay. I look at myself, brothers like this. Do you know how common it is for Black people to not have anybody raising them? That's why I say, how dare us be so picky with each other? How dare us have all these unrealistic expectations for each other? We've been through some things. Okay, exactly. It's real life out here. We cannot sit and be, well, I'm not dating you unless you 6 figures with a 9-inch dick, and I'm not dating her unless she's 25 with no kids. And man, stop that. Stop that. Okay, it's too many Black people. You lucky to make it to 18 with your parents still alive. And y'all wonder why I say at 35 we half dead. We don't have long life expectancies like that no more, y'all. Okay, my parents was dead by the time I was 18. Not my father, but my mother dead by the time I was 18. That brother Finn was dead by the time he was 14. So how can we sit and have the audacity to be so hard on one another about what we need to do and what we should do? That ain't the way it works. This is going to take work and understanding, Black people. Now, if you a swirler, okay, if you the type to jump ship, if you the type that you going to say, yeah, I'm not about to be sitting here figuring this out with y'all. If y'all the type to jump ship and go date out or be out, then fine. Do your thing. Okay, but for those of us that are here looking to create a healing, do better for ourselves, for our children, yeah, it's going to take work. No, it's not going to be perfect. Yes, we might have some kids. Yes, we might have a little bit more than 3 dicks. No, it may, be realistic, y'all. Okay, that's what it all comes down to. We have to be for real, be realistic. You cannot compare Black people to other people. They have not been through what we have been through. They have not survived the things that we have survived. Okay, let's be understanding for each other. All right, let's be understanding. Let's understand this is real life. This is not a fairy tale, and let's do our best. Black women are not too picky. Black men are not too picky. Black people are too picky, and it's not getting us anywhere. Let's do better. I love you all. I will be uploading this to my YouTube. If y'all want to check, and if you didn't catch the whole video and you want to catch it on my YouTube, click the link in my bio to subscribe. New episode of African and American will be available any moment now as soon as it wants to publish. I love you all, and we'll go live again later this week.